Hello, 8th standard student. From this session, we are going to study about our third chapter, Understanding Quadrilateral. What is meant by quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is a closed figure which having four vertices, four sides, and four angles. You know that the paper is a model for a plane surface, and when you join the number of points without lifting a pencil from a paper, you get a plane curve. Okay, so now we are going to see that how we can find out a plane curves. A simple closed curve made up of only line segment which is called a polygon. Look at here, curves that are polygons. Look at here, different sides are curved in a different angle, and curves that are not polygon, that means that are not which is not a complete figure, which are not a polygon. So uh, we will classify the polygons according to the number of sides they have. Look at here, triangle having three vertices, 1 2 3. Quadrilateral having four vertices, 1 2 3 4. Pentagon having 5 vertices, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Hexagon having 6 vertices, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Heptagon having 7 vertices, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. As like that, octagon having 8 vertices, nonagon having 9 vertices, and decagon having 10 vertices. As like that, anagon will have n vertices. So as like that, how many vertices are they have? From that number of vertices, we can identify that figure. So what is meant by diagonal? A diagonal is a line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. Look at here. Here is a quadrilateral PQRS. The vertices which are very front of each other, and if they are joining with a line, that line is known as a diagonal. So this first figure having two diagonals, diagonal SQ and diagonal RP, or you can write that diagonal QS and diagonal PR. In the second figure, we can write different names of diagonals. Look at here, from point A, we got two diagonals, diagonal AD, diagonal AC. From B, diagonal BE, diagonal BD. From C, diagonal CE, diagonal CA. From D, diagonal DA, diagonal AB. But already we have wrote here diagonal AD. So it is not right. It is not necessary to write it again, or it is, we have to not count it again and again. From E, we get diagonal EC and EB. Already we have wrote these names uh, when we are going to start the listing the diagonals. So we can write the names different ways also. PQ and QR. PQ is a side and QR is also side. These are not diagonals, but when we are going to write the name of diagonal PR and diagonal RP, both are same. Look at here. Can you name the diagonals in each about the figure? Is PQ a diagonal? No. Is about what is about LN? LN is also side. So you already know what mean by interior and exterior closed curve. Look at here. This is interior closed curve, and this is exterior closed curve. We can see that the inner part is colored and here is the outer part is colored. So interior has a boundary and the exterior doesn't have boundary. Okay, from that we are now going to study how we can observe convex and concave polygons. Here are the some convex polygons and some concave polygons. Look at here the difference. All convex polygons having a particular number of vertices and sides. But what about a concave polygon? They turn inside. The figure is turned at the inside. So we can here see here they are having an outer angle also. Look at here. This side, this side, this side. So these are known as a concave polygons. Can you find how these types of polygons differ from one another? Polygons that are convex have no portions of their diagonals in the exterior or any lines segment joining any two different points in the interior of the polygon lies wholly in the interior of it. Is this true with concave polygons? Study that figures given and then try to describe in your own words and you have to write this in your notebook. Okay, and also you have to give a rough sketches also. Now we are going to study about the regular and irregular polygons. Look at here. These are the regulars when we are a regular polygon is both equiangular and equilateral. Look at here. All angles are same and all sides are equal. This marking shows having same measurements. For example, square has sides of equal length and angles of equal measures. Hence, it is a regular polygon. A rectangle is equiangular but not equilateral. Is a regular polygon? Is an equilateral triangle a regular polygon? Why? Look at here. Regular polygons. All angles are same and all sides are same. Okay. Polygons that are not regular. Okay. All angles are not same. The front angles and front sides are same but not are same. So in the previous classes already we have come across with the quadrilateral, that is equilateral or not. Okay, from that we can easily find out it is regular or irregular. Okay, angle sum property. Do you remember the angle sum property of a triangle? The sum of measures of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Listen carefully, look at carefully and read carefully. The sum of measures of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay. So as like that, from this we are going to study exercise 3.1. Look at here students, this exercise 3.1 is very big and very important in the point of view of our exam, and it is very important for our next standard also. It is very important for the board exam. So without wasting your time, start to solve exercise 3.1 in your notebook. Here we are going to discuss about exercise 3.1. Look at here carefully. Understanding quadrilateral exercise 3.1 and the question number 1. Given here are some figures. Look at here, they give us 8 figures and we have to classify each of the following on the basis of the following: simple curve, simple closed curve, convex polygon and concave polygon. Okay, simple curve. Okay, how we can see that simple curve? Look at here. This 3 is a simple curve. 5 is a simple curve. 6 is a simple curve. And 7 is also simple curve. But you can see that this one is also a simple curve. Simple closed curve. Look at here. This is closed. This is also closed. This 5th is also closed. 6th is also closed. And 7th is also closed. So, polygon. So look at here, how many polygons are there? This is first and second. This is not a polygon. These having a different triangles which are joined with each other. So 1 and 2 are the polygons. The next is convex polygon and concave polygon. Okay. Convex is, look at here, at the outside angle we can see that this. So the second figure is convex and this figure is moved inside, so it is a concave polygon. Following have a convex quadrilateral, a regular hexagon and a triangle. Look at here, there are two diagonals in a convex quadrilateral As like that A, B, C, D, we can draw a convex quadrilateral. And what is diagonals? The vertices which are very front of each other, and if they are joining with a line, that line is known as a diagonal. So diagonal AC and diagonal BD. As like that, we get two diagonals in a convex quadrilateral. Now what about the regular hexagon? Look at your hexagon, that means 6 angles A, B, C, D, E, F. As like that, this hexagon having how many diagonals? Look at here. I am going to write here some names of diagonals here. From point A we get here AE, AD, AC. From B we get here BF, BE, BD. From C we get CE, CF, CA. From D we get here DA, DB, DF. From E here we get EA, EB, and EC. And from F we get here FB, FC, FD. Okay, now we can see this. Here are 18 diagonals, but look at here carefully. This AE and this EA having same line, so we can delete one name. AD and DA same, having same line, so one will be cancelled. AC and CA both having same line, both points, so I can cancel one name. BF and FB same, so I can release one name. BE and EB having same, so I can BD and DB both are same, so I can delete one name. CE and EC both are same. DF and FD and CF and FC both are same, so I can release this name. So look at here, how many diagonals we can see? 9. As like that, there are 9 diagonals in a regular hexagon. Dear student, do you get this? Okay, you can listen this video again and again. If you have any doubts, please listen this video, and still there are any queries, you can ask. quadrilateral will be the same. 80 degree is equal to 360 degree. So yes, this property also holds the true for the quadrilateral which is not a convex. This is because any quadrilateral can be divided into two triangles. Now look at here, this one is example. Here is again ABCD, which is a concave quadrilateral made up of two triangles. Therefore, the sum of all interior angles of this quadrilateral is also be 180 degree plus 180 degree is equal to 360 degree. As like that, we have already studied all quadrilaterals having measurements 360 degree. Now the question number 4, look at here, this question is very important. Examine the table. Each figure is divided in two triangles and then sum of the angles deduced from that. Look at here in this first triangle having side 3 and the sum of angle is 180 degree. Here angle having 4 sides. How many triangles are there? 2. So 2 into 180 degree. Okay. So how this will come here? 2. 4 minus 2 as like that. The convex polygons having number of sides as above. This is a separate variables and numbers or alphabets and numbers. So instead of this we can write x is equal to 360 minus 300. So we get here answer 300. X is equal to 60 degree. Look at here. As like that we can solve this. So we have to write the rule. Sum of the measures of all interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Therefore, in the given quadrilateral, 50 degree plus 130 degree plus 120 degree plus x is equal to 3. But you can see and line having a one and these two angles are linear pair angles. This marking shows or so now we have to find the out the measure of this angle. So we have to subtract this 90 from 180 and we will get 90. So measure of this angle is 90 degree. Now look at here how we can solve this sum. Look at here. From the figure it can angle is A. So this 90 plus A is equal to 180 because it makes a line. So it is a linear pair angle. So A is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree is equal to 90 degree. Sum of the measures of all interior angles of quadrilateral is 360 degree. Therefore, in the given quadrilateral, 60 degree plus 70 degree plus x plus 90 degree is equal to 360 degree. So total is 220 degree plus x is equal to 360 degree. So on subtracting x, we get the value of x, that is 140 degree. Dear student, do you get this? Okay. By listening this video again and again, you can clear all the doubts yourself. Now the C we measure this A. Therefore, the given pentagon is 120 degree plus 110 plus 30 plus x is equal to 540. Okay, because pentagon consisting three triangles. Look at here. This. Okay, the pentagon we have already studied here. Okay, in pentagon. So we have to minus from the we have to minus 2 from the given. Okay, look at here in this figure it is a pentagon. So how we can find out it is a 540? The pentagon, that means 5 minus 2 180. So it 3 into as sum of all measures of